This is a LexisNexis video tutorial. Introduction to LexisNexis Academic. Before you start entering searches, let's look around a little bit. The first thing you need to know is that you can always return to this home page by clicking on either the logo at the top left that says LexisNexis Academic or on the link that says Home at top right. There's a lot of content on LexisNexis Academic, and there are about 24 different forums to help you get at the content that you need for the research you're doing. You'll find these different forums in the navigation menu on the left-hand side of the screen. Right now we're at the Easy Search forum, as you can see by the header over here. To see what else is available, you'll need to click on the different section headings. Clicking on News expands that section and shows you the different news search forums that are available. There's also U.S. legal materials, international legal materials, information about specific companies, and search forums for specific subject areas. Also here in the navigation menu, there are links to the forums that are used to search for different sources available in LexisNexis Academic. There are about 10,000 of them. And there are links to help and instruction, including our Research Guide Wiki and other tutorials like this one. The navigation menu always highlights the active search forum. If I pick the All News search forum under News, you'll see that it opens here on the right. Its name is displayed here at the top, and over on the navigation menu, the header has changed to a light blue color, and there's a red arrow indicating that this is the active forum. If I was using the All News search forum and decided to explore U.S. legal materials, you'll see the news header is still a light blue color, indicating that it is the active section. This helps me to easily get back to wherever I started from. The All News search forum is one that you'll probably use a lot in LexisNexis Academic, and it's a good example of the basic design of most of the forums here. At the top, there's a search box area that has 3 rows of boxes that you can fill in to specify your search terms. Then there's a date selector, followed by a source selector that lets you pick the types of sources you want to search, or in this case you can even specify a specific source that you want by starting to type it in here. In this case I've picked The Economist. A lot of search forums also have special tools that are related to the content that they search. In this case we're searching news, so down at the bottom there's a tool that lets you pick out the most popular kinds of news articles such as book reviews, editorials and opinions, etc. Like all the search forums in LexisNexis Academic, this one has links to our help. The help is actually our Research Guide Wiki, and we have articles on there related to every search forum in LexisNexis Academic and to all the components on the search forums. At the top of the forum you'll see a help link, and that one will take you to the general help guide to this search forum. There are also links next to the particular sections, and if you click on one of those, it will take you to help for that specific section. So in this case, the link takes you to help about how to construct a search. There's also a tip section on most search forums. Here you'll find advice and also some tools that will help make your life easier. In this case, there's a link to the Edit and Power Search option. What this will do is take any search that you've built in the All News search form and translate it into the Power Search form. So it'll take your search terms, the date you picked, the source you picked. If you've chosen to search editorials and opinions, it would take that information as well. And we'll put it all in the advanced Power Search form so you can construct a more sophisticated search there. As a sample search, let's suppose I wanted to search on articles about Canada that had appeared in The Economist last month. I'd simply go up to the search box, type in the word Canada, come down to the date selector and pick previous month. And since I've already chosen The Economist as my source, I just go up and click the search button. This is the results list format that you'll see every time you run a search in LexisNexis Academic, unless your search brings back just one hit, in which case you'll see that document. When you get results, it's important to take a look around the results screen to see the options that are available to you. At the top left we've got sorting options and display options. On the right we've got buttons at the top that would let you edit your search to refine it or expand it, go back and start a new search on the same search form, or go back to the home page of LexisNexis Academic. Also on the right are some very important buttons that will help you export your document. You can print it, email it, save it to disk, or if you have an account with RefWorks, you can use the link on the far right to export your citations to RefWorks. On the left are some clustering features which I won't discuss in this tutorial, but you should look for. They're very useful, especially on large results sets. In your results list, you can open any document by simply clicking on its link, and that'll take you to the full text view. In full text view, you can use these buttons at the top to go to the next document or the previous document. If you want to go back to the results list, you have to go to this drop down at top left and change the view from full with indexing to list or expanded list. Let's go back to list. The last thing that I want to do in this introductory tutorial is to show you how to get to the source directory. To do that, I need the navigation menu, but it's not displayed in this form. The easiest way to get to it is to click on the link at the top left on the LexisNexis Academic logo to go back to the home page. Now I can see the navigation menu, and I can come down to the header for sources, click on it, and see my options, which are, not too surprisingly, Find and Browse. If you click on Browse, you'll see a folder display like this one, arranging all the sources in LexisNexis Academic by various classifications. By default, the sources are classified by publication type, but you can use these tools at the top to change that. You can also use the drop-downs here to limit the sources displayed by geographic location or by topic. If you choose the Find Sources option, if I wanted to find sources related to the Supreme Court, I could simply type the word Supreme Court here in the box and click the Find Sources button off on the right. Let's say I decide I want to look at U.S. Supreme Court briefs. I've selected that source, and now it appears over here on the right in the selected source list. I can remove it, or I can pick out other sources to combine in my search. For now, let's just search this single source. Whenever you see this eye icon, you can click on it to get more information about a source in LexisNexis Academic. It appears throughout the interface. Let's click the OK Continue button to run our search. You'll see that your source now appears as a selected source in the Power Search form. To search it, you'll need to know how to use the Power Search form, but that's a topic for another video.